I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good day, Tamara Walker. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful day?
Doing great. How are you?
I am excellent. It's a great pleasure to connect with you. What parts of the world are you in right now?
I am in Oklahoma and the Oklahoma City area, which is kind of the middle of the state.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
Well, like you, I am a fellow podcaster.
Yay! Podcaster family podcaster.
Yes.
Tell us about your podcast, please.
My podcast is called Ask Mom RN, and I talk about parenting and child health and child safety. So anything that moms mainly would be interested in for taking care of their children's health and, just helping their children to grow to be happy, healthy, safe kids.
That sounds great. Definitely needed, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So who did you learn this skill from? There are two things going on there. There's the mom, there's the RN, and then there's the asking. Wow, three things actually. Who did you learn those skills from?
Well, I am a mom of two. I have a 25-year-old and a 23-year-old. And then I am a pediatric registered nurse. And I did that for a few years when my kids were, before I had kids and when my oldest was young. And then stayed home to raise them, and in the midst of that created my website, Mom RN.
Wow.
And then the podcast actually developed from there after having a radio show on a traditional radio station, just sharing advice for parents. Then it grew into an online radio show and a podcast.
Wow, you've been busy.
Yes.
You're having fun though.
Yes, I absolutely love to be able to help other parents with using my expertise and experience and bringing in experts from all across the world about parenting and child health and child safety, just to give parents the information that they need to be able to help their kids.
What has been one of the biggest challenges in putting all of this together?
There's a lot of challenges because I did not start off in the business world or in radio or broadcasting or anything of that nature. I started off as a nurse. And so I've had to really do a lot of self-teaching and go to conferences and go to classes and try to learn how I can use these skills in the way that I'm using them now. When I created my website in 2001, I knew nothing about running a website. And when I launched the radio show, I really knew nothing about doing a radio show or later a podcast.
But you keep walking, don't you?
Yes, I
you
believe
are the
it's
walker.
important to always, keep working towards your goals and what you believe that you are supposed to be doing and that you're passionate about.
Yeah, even if it's out of your niche or even out of your experience, right?
Yes.
Go for it. So that's pretty fascinating. That's an amazing story right there. Given the challenges that you may see in the future, why will you continue to repeat these skills nevertheless, Tamara?
Well, I've been doing this for many, many years, and I've had many ups and downs in doing it. And I know that, I just have to keep pushing forward. And so I like I said, I think that you have to keep learning and keep growing and keep working towards your dreams and vision and what you know you're supposed to be doing to help other people in this world.
Tamara, tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Well, I do a lot of praying. And then, like I said before, a lot of learning, a lot of reading. I'm always trying to learn new things, and whether it pertains to what I'm doing in my business or whether it's just something I'm interested in, I love to learn and read, and I think that that's very important.
How do you feel when you're praying?
My faith is very important to me, and so I feel like it gives me a lot of hope and strength to get through the ups and downs in life.
Why would you suggest to someone who is definitely going through ups and downs to pray?
Well, for me personally, I believe that prayer is a way for us to get guidance and to have that strength and that hope that is so important for us, especially if we're going through difficult times. And so I would encourage people to, whatever their faith may be, to connect with that and to tap into their spiritual side and to use that to help them get through the good times and the bad times.
Amazing audience. You're hearing it live here from Tamara Walker. Again, she is the podcast host of Ask Mom RN Show. You could definitely check that out. Amazing conversations going on, dear Tamara. Let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Tamara, what is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory would have to be when I was about 3 years old. And my mom had a record playing on our turntable stereo system in our living room, and I was dancing around to a song called Brand New Key by Melanie. This was back in, like probably 73.
Wow. Wow. You look great in these pictures. Wow. Oh, old. Oh, all right. I'm not supposed to ask that.
That's okay. Thank you.
Wow.
I'm 48.
Wow. Well, that's great. Wow. Yeah, well done. Ooh. Start praying, amazing audience. That's great. Now, how do you see this memory connecting to who you are today?
Oh, goodness. I think just, I've always enjoyed music. That's always been something that I just absolutely love. I don't have any musical ability really, but I absolutely love to listen to music and to dance. And so I think that may be why that could be one of my earliest memories is dancing and listening to music, because it's such a part of my life that I just love music.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Sure.
I love the idea of creating a new key, which is so challenging. Just the idea of having to use a new key is challenging in itself. You have, interestingly enough, done it over and over by moving from being an RN. Well, you're still an RN, because my wife always reminds me that she's always an RN, right? So it's really amazing that you've decided to enter through new doors, be it the website you created, be it the business you created, doing the things that were necessary, creating that new key and dancing all the way through.
Wow, I never thought of that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's a very cool perspective.
You're welcome. If we fast forwarded to when you were 12, what was your favorite song then?
Oh, goodness. There were so many great ones, because that was about 1981, 82. Probably Don't Stop Believing by Journey came out around that time, and so many good ones out there.
Well, that definitely connects again, right? Because on this journey, it's so important to not... Well, it's so important. All right, let's say his words. Don't stop believing, right? That's amazing. All right, my friend, well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Tamara?
Yes.
Tamara, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
My children, and not so much as for podcasting, but my oldest child does a YouTube channel and has lots and lots of subscribers. And then my youngest son, not necessarily in front of a camera or a microphone, but he's comfortable with public speaking. And so...
Tell us the YouTube channel so we could go check it out. What's the YouTube channel?
Artful Impersonator.
Oh, there we go. Are you married?
Yes, I am. I've been married for 27 years now.
What's your husband's name?
His name is Dustin.
Hello, Dustin. Well done. Tell us a secret, Tamara.
A secret? Oh, goodness.
A marriage secret, right? No other secrets.
A marriage secret. I think being able to keep humor in a relationship and being able to laugh with someone is so important. And I think that's one of the reasons my husband and I get along so well, is because we both have a great sense of humor. And even when we're going through really dark times in life, we try to maintain a sense of humor.
Love it. But do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Oh, goodness. I probably do watch way too much television.
All right, all right. And what about
Yes.
screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Well, since I do a lot of my work on the computer, it would be more than 8.
All right. Tamara, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Tamara Walker, what would you say that is?
So just be brave. That's really kind of been my motto the past couple of years.
Love it. Just be brave. Create that new key. Go through that new door. Just be
Yes.
brave. Tamara, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Well, I would just encourage people, if you have a dream that you feel you're supposed to be doing or want to do or something you're passionate about, don't let life circumstances stop you from doing that. Go push forward, learn whatever skills you need to have. When I started doing this, I really did not ever even begin to envision that it would turn into what it has. And I was just a nurse and a mom who was home raising my kids when I started my business, and never could have dreamed that would grow into what it has over the years. But it has taken a lot of hard work and a lot of perseverance and a lot of learning. So I would say don't give up and keep pushing forward and just be brave.
Love it. Tamara Walker, again, great pleasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.